Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the most recent episode of Smackdown from, what's today, the 20, okay, no, I'm just going to spoil myself. July 19th, maybe July 19th, maybe, yeah, July 19th, so, yeah, if you're new here and you like WWE, I do these reviews like twice or 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week if there's NXT PLEs and all that, but, yeah, I do these like twice a week. The least I do is once a week because sometimes I miss the shows. But yeah, how we usually do these reviews is that I go over all the matches and segments, I rank them, and then give my overall thoughts on the show and rate it. So that's about it there. So the show started off with Cody Rhodes and A-Town Down Under. That was a bizarre segment because I did not expect A-Town Down Under to just come out like that. But I guess they had an okay enough reason. I just don't know. It was just a weird segment. I just didn't enjoy it as much as everyone else did. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I just did not see the purpose of it, but I guess it was just to build to that tag match. But okay. Next up was the opening match, was Carmelo Hayes was on versus Andrade. That was really good, really hard-hitting match. Not hard-hitting, but like it was epic. It was kind of like a long WWE speed match. Like it was literally that, but on SmackDown. So I thought that was pretty sick. I loved all the moves they did, all the random spots. I hate that how they did the Spanish Fly on commercial, which dang, that sucks. But yeah, overall I really liked it. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Andrade needed this win more than Carmelo did, so it was cool to see that happen. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Andrade is really underrated. Next up was Bayley and Nia Jax to sit-down interview before SummerSlam. This was like, these interviews, you know, they usually have all the hype behind it. It just didn't for me. Like, for me, I guess it did have hype, but for me, it just really didn't. I just was not digging the way that they're just trying to roast each other about certain things. Yeah, I just did not, I was just not really into it. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Like, this was very, like, these interviews are very, like, so tense and they're so, what's it called, deep, but this one was just not. It was just, bleh. 3 out of 5. Next up was Bianca Belair versus Chelsea Green. Squash, 1.5 out of 5. Bianca got the win. Chelsea had some good moves in the beginning of it, but then she just got rolled up. Like, this is not the time to do that, to squash her, when she's literally having a good run so far. She's doing really well, but now you just squash her, which sucks. I knew Bianca was going to win, but you could have at least given Chelsea at least 5 to 6 minutes to cook, so... I mean, it looked like it was going to be a good match, too, but then the squash all of a sudden happened, which sucks. I can't control that. 1.5 out of 5. Next up was the United States Championship contract signing for SummerSlam. It was between Logan Paul and LA Knight, obviously. This time, this actually felt like a full segment where it was like both guys are really contributing to this. Because most of the time it's been LA Knight, then Logan attacks him, or just LA Knight's just there. And then Logan's just cutting these at-home promos by himself. This is the first segment, and that's not good either because Logan is supposed to be there. I get that he's very, very busy. He's having a child at this point. I just don't know like how that's coming along. But I know he's having a child. I know like a lot of crazy stuff is happening for him, so it's understandable. But at least like show up, like at least try to as much as you can. They need to take that title off of him. They need to take that title off of him immediately, in my opinion. I just thought this was a really good segment though. Like I backtracked a little bit, but still thought this was a really good segment. Both Logan and LA Knight really had some solid heaters towards one another. It was just so fun to watch. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. That was pretty good. Next up was Tiffany Stratton versus Mi Chen. This was a fine match. We've seen this match like 3 times on TV already. One time Mi Chen got squashed. The other time was very, very rushed because of The Rock. So yeah, this match really didn't happen much, so like I don't know why it was really added on this card. Bayley helped Mi Chen finally get a win at the end because Mi Chen on NXT, she's actually been losing a bunch. I think she won a tag match with the OC, I have no idea. On NXT, she's been losing a bunch. Like, Mi Chen has been deserving of a win for a long time now. She's been working her ass off every single week on NXT and SmackDown. So, she deserves the win, and it's about time for her to get a win to maintain her credibility. So, I'm going to give this a 2.8 out of 5. Good choice here. And the main event was Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes versus A-Town Down Under. This was what I thought when the start of the show happened. What I thought was that this was going to build to that tag match at the main event, and I thought Theory would finally turn on Waller because this was the perfect time for that. Like you did not need to repeat the ending you had last week. You could have just what's it called? You could have just done the face turn right now. That's what I don't understand with Triple H. Like sometimes it's really good how it just lasts longer, but at the same time it starts to drag, and I think this is starting to drag now, because it should have happened when they lost the titles, but now I know why it didn't. It should have happened last week, but now I know why it didn't. So it really should have happened last week as well, because like they lost the rematch, and that was a really good time with the Bloodline just killed everyone in the end of it. And now the same exact thing happened here. Cody and Kevin got the win, which I'm like, okay, here we go. This is gonna happen. It never happened. The Bloodline just ended up taking everybody out. So I don't know what that decision was. They should have really done that. That was a missed opportunity right there. Um, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.3 out of 5. That was just not that. It was fine. It was pretty good actually, but like missed opportunity there. So if I had to rank these segments, the United States Championship contract signing goes number 1. Carmelo versus Andrade goes number 2. Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes versus A-Town Down Under number 3. Cody and A-Town Down Under number 4. Number 5 goes to Bayley and Nia Jax's interview. Number 6, Tiffany Stratton and Michin, and the worst match of the night with Bianca and Chelsea. This was it was a very hit or miss, and it was mostly miss, but it was still pretty good in a sense. But at the same time, it's just repeating everything that happened last week. I mean, you have the same stories here. You have the Cody and the Bloodline, Cody and A-Town Down Under, like it really didn't matter for that time being. Yeah, Cody and the Bloodline happening once again, literally closing the show. Carmelo versus Andrade was something new. It was pretty fun to watch. Bayley and Nia's was not good. Still continuing off of that. Bianca and Chelsea's match was really trash. The Logan Paul Night stuff is really the only thing that's really kind of carrying SmackDown right now. Tiffany versus Michin, Tiffany and Nia versus Bayley and Michin has been dragging on for a while now. And yeah, it's just kind of been repeating the same things for a while now. It's just kind of getting annoying. It's basically kind of Raw 2023 summer vibes, because like it used to be Judgment Day highlighting every show. Now it's the Bloodline. I'm going to give it a 3.4 out of 5. Once SummerSlam happens, I think that's going to hopefully all change. So I'm going to give it a 3.4 out of 5 in the meeting. That was just repetition at this point. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and just have a good day. Goodbye.